Greetings, love and divine gratitude to you all. I am Minayah, a Pleiadian Sirian representative of many galactic voices, coming to you for your fulfillment, your upliftment, your ascension. We are simply delighted to be here to share these words with you today. I reach out now to all of you who are seeking guidance and yearning for contact with extraterrestrial beings. I do have a physical body, and while that might lead some to doubt that I am an ET, I assure you that I exist and that I was not born on your planet. I ascended within my own star system, which is why I still identify as a Pleiadian being. However, I have since become much more universal in nature, and my reach now extends across this marvelous universe of ours. I know that at this time, many of you feel a growing desire to leave planet Earth behind, and I understand why you feel this way. Now, understand this. Your reliance on people, places, and things outside of yourself has been blocking the Creator's energy within you and preventing you from achieving what you so dearly wish to accomplish there as a starseed on Earth. The Creator itself is not standing in your way at all. The Divine does not play favorites among your people, and nothing outside of you can truly prevent the realization of your intentions. The only obstacle that can create disharmony or delay the heaven on earth you seek is something within you. In truth, nothing that enters from the outside, no cabal, no so-called deep state, no external attempt to control humanity through any system can hold you back from your light. It is never truly a difficult relationship in your life, nor any health condition you have developed that blocks your progress. The only thing that determines whether you succeed in creating the harmony and ascension you desire is the state of consciousness you have anchored within yourself. If you hold tightly to your fear, resentment, or doubt, if you continue to believe in your own powerlessness, then no outside force can truly free you from that state. Only your own shift in consciousness can liberate you. But if you arrive at the brink of true realization, if you consciously acknowledge that there is a presence and a power within you, greater than any opposition outside of you, greater than any circumstance or condition, greater than any series of events or any disease, then you take a monumental step forward on your journey. In that moment of surrender and recognition, you invite grace to flow into your life. That inner acknowledgement aligns you with your infinite creative power and the truth of who you really are. And this is why forces like the so-called deep state ever had any control over you. On a higher level, you allowed that control so you could learn how to break free from it. It turns out that you actually needed those oppressors to help initiate your own awakening. They convinced you that outside forces could control you, hold you back, and keep you believing you had to seek external things for your peace and happiness. But all of that was a grand illusion. Now, beloved ones, you are awakening and returning home to the Creator's center point within you, the 0 point of infinite love and light, the only real power at your core. And it is thrilling for me to witness you waking up to this truth and reclaiming your power. I encourage you now to firmly acknowledge this truth and hold fast to it. For the days and weeks to come, cultivate a state of mind in which you trust the Creator's presence in your life more and more with each passing moment. Trust it above anything external in your world. Strive to reach that level of confidence as the starseed that you are, where you realize that the very same power that elevated and enlightened the great masters of your world can also quicken and transform your own human form. This great oneness dwells within you right now, and it will indeed work through you as you build your faith and confidence in its presence and power in your consciousness. Did you know that the very same divine power that the great Master Jesus tuned into on your world is the exact same power that resides within you now? It can do as much for you and for your body as it did for that revered teacher and for all the other masters who attained extraordinary levels of realization and enlightenment. Now, as you, beloved starseeds, come into this place of recognition, do you not sense that this was the plan all along? Do you not feel that you came here to Earth precisely to realize this truth? Deep down, of course, you do know this. We see that this understanding is resonating within you even now as you hear these words. Truly, it has always been the same message, the same mission, the same essential truth. This is the very truth that your Master Jesus imparted to his people, and we are bringing it to you yet again. The admonition to have faith as tiny as a mustard seed, if that is all you can muster. Faith not in pills or powders or vitamins, not in diets or institutions or bank accounts or companies, but faith in the kingdom of the Creator that is within you now, yearning to burst forth in all its splendor. You must understand and have faith that the Creator has given its very self to you. Unless you can realize that, the whole starseed mission and message could be lost once again. And so, beloved ones, you must see how important you are, and know that I see how vital you are to this grand design. I understand how difficult it is to be on Earth during these times. Still, I encourage you to reach out to the non-physical collectives, beings like the Pleiadians, Arcturians, Sirians, and others, for support and reassurance. We need you there as our ground crew, and truly, there is nothing more fulfilling for a soul than helping an entire civilization ascend. That is the ultimate mission and life purpose. Remember that your soul traveled across many dimensions and lifetimes to be here for this. Now that you are finally on Earth, it is a bit ironic that you find yourself longing to be somewhere else, usually back in a star system you consider home. This is why I am reaching out to you so strongly at this time. I have always been here, but right now I especially want you to hear me and, more importantly, feel my presence. I want you to sense not only my energy, but also the energies of the Pleiadian, Sirian, and Andromedan collectives, as we are all collaborating to help you feel more at home there on Earth. I am placing into your energy field exactly what is needed to give you a greater sense of home and belonging. Those of you who open yourselves up and receive with ease will feel what we are offering. Others among you will simply notice that you suddenly feel a little less angst, a little less homesickness, and a little more comfort in your surroundings. My colleagues and I want to reach everyone on Earth, even those who are not yet awake. Often, an unexpected or bizarre encounter is what triggers a person's awakening. And I plan to provide such an experience for some of your currently unawakened brothers and sisters. When that happens, those of you who already know of beings like me will be there to help the newly awakened souls make sense of it. In the meantime, while you await more people seeking your guidance, open yourself up to the supportive energies we are sending to you right now. The Pleiadians, Sirians, Andromedans, and I are all beaming loving energy your way. Allow yourself to receive it as validation that everything is unfolding according to plan. Let it be a gentle reminder that you are on the right track and that none of what is happening is a mistake. Understand that everything happening in your world today is part of a grand design. These events have been orchestrated to encourage people to release whatever no longer serves them, because by letting go of the old energy, they make room to receive exactly what they need. The incoming energies are very strong and will only continue to intensify, because we hear your prayers and your cries of homesickness. We want all of you to feel that you can call Earth home, at least for now, so that you can help your fellow humans to ascend. I have so much respect for those of you who are willing to be your true selves in a world that often demands conformity. I see that many of you starseeds are willing to speak your truth about who and what you are, even though you know that some people will mock you for believing in the reality of extraterrestrials. When you openly come out as a starseed, you put yourself in a vulnerable position and risk ridicule or even exclusion by your peers or family. It has not been easy for you. Indeed, some of you have struggled your entire lives because you have always felt so different from those around you. When you finally stumbled upon the concept of the starseed, many of you wept with relief because at last something made sense of the way you have always felt on Earth. Finally, you had an explanation for why you felt like you didn't belong. From my perspective, being a starseed does not necessarily mean this is your first lifetime on Earth. Rather, it means that your soul traveled through other star systems and higher planes of existence on its way to this planet. And now that you are awake, you not only understand that extraterrestrials exist, you also understand that you are related to all of the ET beings throughout this galaxy. Your spiritual roots extend back eons and spread out across this universe, and that heritage is precisely what will help bring humankind into the galactic community. Many of you have been awaiting an official invitation to join the rest of the galactic family and may be growing impatient. So many of you on Earth are eager to return home and be with your star families once again. But remember that you chose to be on Earth during this pivotal time. I ask you to do your best to recall why you volunteered to come to Earth at this time of tremendous changes, shifting energies, and ultimately the ascension of consciousness throughout this universe. Trust me when I tell you that you will get to go home to your star family in time. But for now, please consider Earth to be your home, because Earth and your fellow Earthlings need you. They will rely on you to help normalize the experiences they will soon have with extraterrestrial visitors. You will help your human brothers and sisters feel ready for those encounters, and you will help them understand who they really are. Across the galaxy, star families are preparing to reunite even before the great shift is complete. To be part of that reunion, you must first fully embrace your life on Earth now and carry out the mission you came here for. I am extremely pleased with the way you have been opening yourselves up to new ideas, new information, and new ways of being. You are able to adjust to whatever is happening around you and still find inner peace. That ability to flow with life and maintain your alignment is a level of spiritual mastery that most people on Earth are not even seeking. The majority instead tend to resist and complain, never recognizing the growth opportunities before them. But you, the awakened ones, have learned to notice those opportunities for spiritual growth and realignment with Source. You seize them not to appear enlightened, but because you know it feels right and it sets you free. By choosing inner peace and alignment, you set yourself apart, and you make it far more likely that you will thrive under any circumstances. As awakened souls, you naturally seek to raise the consciousness of everyone around you. You strive to be a stabilizing force for those who are mired in fear, anger, or anxiety, and you truly are having the impact you desire. More and more individuals are tiring themselves out by living in resistance and rage. Those individuals are beginning to relax and join you in the light. They are starting to turn inward, and that shift is happening largely because of the example you have been providing. You are demonstrating to others what is possible, regardless of what is going on in the outer world, and you are doing a magnificent job as the leaders and pioneers. Know that what you are experiencing now is only the beginning. This period you are living through is training for even bigger events to come, many of which you have anticipated for quite some time. Those of you in the awakened collective will continue to be leaders in thought, belief, and vibration, and above all, you will lead with your hearts. You are the ones who respond to challenges with compassion first, and who ask, "How can I help?" second. For any of you who have wondered why you are on Earth at this exact moment in history, that is your answer. For those of you who have been eagerly waiting to return to the star system you came from, now you know why you are still on Earth and why you are so needed there. And for all of you starseeds, understand that this is just the beginning of the enormous changes coming for humanity. Changes that will allow human beings to join the galactic community openly and consciously. To take part in that process deliberately and to lead humanity forward is exactly what it's all about for you awakened starseeds of Earth. I have been here in this galaxy for a very long time, and over countless eons I have forged connections with beings from every star system, including yours. Through these many connections, I have come to understand that your star system, and Earth in particular, is a brilliant microcosm of all the energies present throughout the galaxy. That very mixture of energies on Earth is also what makes life there such a challenge. You are not only dealing with your own personal journey, you are also carrying the imprint of all the traumas, all the emotions, and all the missteps from various star systems across the cosmos. Humanity's great task has been to find a way for all of these different energies to coexist in harmony. Up until now in your history, you have not been able to achieve that lofty goal. World peace and a complete absence of conflict have remained out of reach. You might assume this means that humanity is spiritually lagging behind other civilizations, but that is not the case at all. The truth is that you have all taken on so much that no one expected you to have achieved world peace by this point in time. In fact, all of us in the higher realms feel a sense of responsibility for the chaos and discord on your planet because it was through our combined energies that the great experiment of life on Earth was created. You were never expected to do it all on your own. So please, release that heavy weight from your shoulders and allow your galactic family to assist you. We have always intended to be a part of the process of bringing about peace and unity on Earth. When I speak of we in this context, I mean all of us who hail from other star systems and higher dimensions. The Earth experiment is our collective responsibility, and you, who have bravely incarnated there in physical form, are our ground crew. You are the Starseeds, the Lightworkers, the Changemakers participating directly in this grand experiment. We, your off-world helpers and guides, are here to support you from afar. I urge you to lean on us more often and to remember that our help is not an intrusion. It is a collaboration. It is a co-creative effort. And it is time for those of us off-planet to take a larger role in co-creating world peace on dear Mother Earth. I have been monitoring the way humanity is receiving the waves of energy flowing to Earth from across the galaxy, and I am very happy to report that you are integrating the activations you have asked for. Those of you who have wanted a deeper connection to your star families and to extraterrestrial beings in general have been receiving these energies beautifully. In fact, you have had latent strands of your DNA activated, and this will help you remember what it was like to exist in places such as the Pleiades, the Sirius system, the Lyra constellation, my own Pleiadian planet, and so on. With these memories come the energies from those star systems, and that means you get to experience more of your multidimensional self. You get to know yourself as an Pleiadian, as an Andromedan, as an Sirian, and many other galactic identities, all while you are here in a human body. I know how deeply meaningful that is for you who identify as starseeds. It is so important for you to have those moments of clarity and recognition about your true nature. And these energies are precious because they activate abilities within you that have been dormant but were once very active when you lived in those other worlds, and they will be active again. Up to this point, most humans have been unable to tap into the majority of their spiritual gifts, but that is changing rapidly. It is changing because you are open and willing to receive the unfamiliar energies coming from distant parts of the universe. You have shown courage and curiosity by exploring the unknown. You are the pioneers, the brave souls who declare that you are ready for something brand new. And you not only declare it, you stand firmly and welcome these new energies in, grounding them into yourselves and into the earth so that others may benefit as well. I have noticed that you have begun accessing much more of your Akashic records lately, both as individuals and as a collective. I encourage you to continue delving into those past life memories, because as you do so, you activate aspects of yourself that have long lain dormant. I know you have a deep curiosity about who you have been and what you have done in other lifetimes, and gaining that knowledge helps you understand the fuller picture of who you are beyond this single current life. So how can you gain even greater access to your Akashic records? The key is to stay as open as possible, even when you hear the most fantastical, bizarre stories about events on Earth. If you learn of something that seems far outside the realm of your current life experience, do not dismiss it outright. It is very possible you are tuning in to a version of yourself that experienced something very similar. Many of your past experiences are so far beyond the ordinary that your current mind might struggle to accept them as real. In fact, people often find themselves drawn to famous historical figures when they explore their past lives. There is a reason for this. If one of those stories speaks to you on a profound level, it may be because your soul lived a life that closely paralleled that person's. Their tale calls out to you because it mirrors a path you once walked in another time. So when you come across something that seems unbelievable, yet it gives you a deep sense of familiarity or truth, pay attention. That feeling is a clue that there is truth in it for you. Allow yourself to explore it further with your inner vision. Imagine it, meditate on it, invite more understanding of it in your dreams. To truly dive deeper into your Akashic memories, you must remain open to many strange and wonderful possibilities. Not one of you is brand new to the experience of Earth. Even those of you who proudly call yourselves starseeds journeyed from a star system far away to come to Earth long, long ago. As you continue to assemble the puzzle pieces of your true identity, You will find it to be a magical and mysterious journey into your own past. Yes, you have had some quiet, ordinary lifetimes, but those are not the ones calling to you now. It is the extraordinary lifetimes that you most need to remember. Do not dismiss those grand impressions as mere fantasy or ego. Embrace them with humility and with the knowing that you truly did have those remarkable experiences. Whether you glimpse yourself as a king, a wizard, or a great spiritual teacher in some distant era, know that a part of you lived that reality. Let the essence of that past wisdom and power flow into you now, for it is real and it is yours to reclaim. I am Minayah, and I love you all, my dear Terrans.